commercial project, you have to have a architectural designer. This is someone that's going to design the space. This is based on travel distances, room sizes, occupancy load. These are the drawings you're going to send to the city for building permit application. Now, interior design is what the trim is going to be. If it's going to be 1x4 or some sort of detailed trim work, what the door types are, doorknobs, paint colors, floor types, the design of the cabinets. This is what the interior designer looks like. So picture it like this. When you walk into a store, you don't automatically think, oh, that wall's in a weird spot. Okay, well, that would be the architectural designer. If you walk into a space and say, wow, I feel really good in this room because of the color and the ambience, that's something that the interior designer works on. However, it's very important that the interior designer and the architectural designer work together, because the interior designer might not want that wall there, but it's required by code to be there. And they have to work together to make a perfect harmony in the space. If you're going to build a commercial space, it's best to hire an interior designer because you are building a space that represents your brand. You're building a space that you want your clients to keep coming back to and feel welcome in that space. And if it looks amazing and they feel incredible when they're in that space, they're going to come back, they're going to spend more money, they're going to tell all their friends about how great that space is and how it made them feel. And you're going to increase the size of your business and your cash flow at the end of the day. So not all projects require an architect to design them. If you're doing a brand new build, let's say it's a brand new building and no one has ever been in that space, it's still a tenant improvement, then the city or bylaw is going to require you to have an architect, a registered architect, do the designs. If the building is established and maybe you're like the third or fourth tenant that in that building, you might not need a registered architect, just someone that can draw the changes that need to be done to that space. But you do need to have someone that knows the building code in and out, because there are travel distances. This dotted line right here, this represents the travel distance to look at, and there are fire safety codes that need to be met in order to pass your building application.
What is like key characteristics you want to look for in each of them? So like interior designer, in the last video you went into like knowing them and trusting them and having that kind of relationship. With architectural designers, is it the same?
No, it's not. Okay, so the interior designer is someone that's going to work specifically with the owner, deciding what the owner wants in that space. An architectural designer is going to have one meeting or two meetings with the owner to figure out what their vision is, and then they're going to draw concept drawings of what the functionality is of the building. So let's say an architectural designer works on the functionality. Interior designer is more about the aesthetics of the space. Now, the thing I really want to touch on when it comes to how do you decide who to hire? If you're going to hire an architect to draw you concept drawings, how do you find the right architect? I mean, I've gone to several different architects, and each one might specialize in very specifics. An architectural designer might only specifically do restaurants or commercial spaces or residential spaces. You need to know what architect you need to hire and what their strengths are. You also want to work well with them. If you give them an idea of what you want and they come back with something that they've made up on their own and they didn't listen to you, that's not really working with you. You got to find someone that's going to help bring that vision to life, easy to work with. And also, you want to work with them with the other trades to make sure that they can produce drawings, send them AutoCAD drawings to the other trades, and have good communication. Let's say the interior designer wants to make a small change. Let's move this bathroom wall 3 or 4 inches. You want the architectural designer to willfully do this without any problems. When it comes to interior designer, you want someone that's got some style, someone that's got a lot of versatility. Also, you want someone that is going to help pick out selections and have very, very clear communication. You also want someone that can do all the stuff on the computer. You don't want hand-drawn pictures and just guesstimates of what the size of the rooms are or where that light fixture is going to go. If someone could produce an AutoCAD drawing that you can now give to your electrician to know where exactly that light fixture goes or where that plumbing fixture is exactly on that wall, that's what you need. If you've got a hand-drawn picture, you're going to have a lot of struggles all the way through the project. So it's very, very important. The interior designer is also going to work very specifically with the owner. That personality has got to click. If there's tension or there's fighting, it's not going to work. You got to have really, really good, clear communication that makes the owner feel accepted and honored in their own space. I think that's a very valuable point to hiring the right interior designer. And they both have to be able to work together. The interior designer and the architectural, they got to work together as well. So there's all these different relationships that are going around. And if one person doesn't match with the other, it might be time to find someone that does and get the project rolling a lot more smoother. Aesthetic.
Aesthetics.
Aesthetics.
Now we've said it too much, it sounds weird.
Yeah. Aesthetics.
What's on the aesthetics?
The word means nothing anymore. Aesthetics, aesthetics. Clap, clap. Now you're going to be really screwed up because there's two claps.